What up? Let's see. How are we doing out there? See if I can get anybody in here. Get things set up. Hello, hello, and welcome. How are you doing? Try to get everything set up here. So, how are we doing, lovely people? Let me turn on some music here. A little music. Let me go ahead and hello and welcome. Please don't forget to click the like button. If you are looking for a reading, all my information is right here, right below me. What I offer, and then I do have Links to Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal pinned in the stream. Pinned in the chat. Pinned at the top of the chat. And all platforms. Let me know, folks. Let me know. Sun is shining. 63. Hey Rising, what's up, girl? How are you? Hello, hello. I'm okay. Waiting for my dad to come. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, he's coming home today. You got a Pindy question, dear? How's everything? Everything's okay. Just trying to decide if I should go back to the place that I go often. Yesterday, these guys are such perverts. Of course, they're guys. What do you expect? But I don't know. I'm debating on whether I should go back to that place or not. I probably will. But yesterday, assholes, they told me they asked me if I wanted to see a picture of the eclipse. Yeah, I would rethink too. Yeah, they asked me yesterday if I wanted to see a picture of the eclipse. And I was like, sure. After what happened last time. What happened last time? This is a different asshole. This guy. So anyways, I go over to see this picture of this eclipse. And when I said to him, I said, is this something nasty? Are you guys fucking with me? Is this something nasty? No. Anyways, it was disgusting, this freaking thing they showed me on their phone. And I'm just really bothered by it. I'm like sitting here thinking, do I want to go back there? Because I've been friends with these people for a long time. Of course, I think they were really drunk, but doesn't matter. I mean, now I'm like, is every single guy a freaking, is every single guy a pervert or what? It's like, yeah, like these guys. Anyways, they bought me a bunch of drinks, but it's like, I don't even know, was all that free beer really worth the abuse I went through? I don't think so. Yes, it was disgusting. They showed me this picture. I mean, I don't even want to say what it is, but you can only imagine. You know, and my intuition told me it was going to be something disgusting, because I remember saying, is this something nasty? And they're like, oh no. And I'm like, well, show me. And it was freaking disgusting. And it's like, I don't even know if I want to go hang out with these idiots anymore. Assholes. I don't care how much free drinks I got. So that's my only thing that's bothering me today. The fact that they like, yeah. The one that the one that said it, they're like, hey Amanda, come here. Do you want to see the eclipse? Picture of the eclipse? I'm like, yeah. And as I started walking over there, I just knew. I was like, and the guy who had it on his phone, I used to like him. And I trusted him. Since it was on his phone, I trusted him. No, it was freaking disgusting. And I had on a shirt that says empowered women empower women. Later on, he's like, what's your shirt saying? I read it to him. He goes, oh, are you a feminist? I said, yes, I am. I said, well, I help women get out of unhealthy relationships. He goes, maybe you need to talk to my wife. I said, I'm starting to think I do. Anyways, these are the lovely men we have here in Podunk, Missouri. Anyways, I'm sorry, I'm putting this on you, Rising. What's your question, my dear? What is your question? I was embarrassed by it. I was disgusted by it. I'm just like, but yeah, I have had one of them. They were like, a while back, was telling me he had an affair with my mother or something. He wasn't there. I won't go if he's there anymore, but it's just the place I go hang out with between lives. I get bored, so I go over there. It's a bar. I guess when you're dealing with a bunch of drunk guys at the bar, what do you expect, right? I'll just kind of stay away for a little bit. Yeah. Assholes. Now I have a friend that's out there, a guy friend, and that's really who I go to see, but because I like him, he's always been respectful to me. I'm not really talked to them as much. Yeah, I've been sitting there right by him talking to him for several weeks. But really, when the weather is getting nicer, I like to go sit outside, and that's what me and my friend do. We go sit outside, and that's so much better. But yesterday it was rainy, so I was stuck inside with them. Yeah, really not. I'm not really talking to them as much. Yeah, absolutely. You guys are such perverts. I swear to God. It's really just that the photo they showed me has really been bothering me. It's like, ugh, just bringing back memories of my trauma and stuff. Ugh, the rain and dirty men. Exactly, Rising. Exactly. The rain and dirty men. Exactly. So today's a little bit nicer. Yeah, they really are. Even my friend that I go out there and see, I mean, I'm sure he probably is one too. He just doesn't show that side of himself around me, you know? Anyways, because I've heard him say when different women walk in, he'll be like, "Ooh, baby," you know, stuff like that. So I'm sure he's the same way. Maybe it'll be different today. Yeah, maybe. If I can set outside, because they don't come outside. They just don't set out. You know, they just don't go out there. So it's a little windy, but anywho, what would you like me to look into, dear? They were just sitting there doing shots of whiskey, and I don't even know what all they were doing over there. All I know is my entire tab was $6. I just and I had 8 too. Outside is much better. Have your beer and sit down. Yeah, exactly. Was it Jay that called me today? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't mind sitting outside away from them. Me and my friend, me and my buddy. He's a male, but you know, um, just us sitting outside or anybody else that's cool is fine. But these perverts, ugh. And my friend was pissed. Yeah, $6. That's because they kept buying all my drinks. It wasn't just me; they kept buying everybody's. But honestly, I would have rather paid for my drinks than have to take that abuse. I call it abuse. Showing me nasty shit I didn't want to see. I know $6 is not bad at all, and I ate. That is the wings I had. I had wings. That's probably really all it is I paid for my wings. So, you know, and I think that's what makes these guys think it's okay to be a womanizer. You know, oh, well, I bought her drinks. I bought her drinks the whole time she was here, so I get to treat her like shit. Anyways, yeah, it is sexual abuse. I mean, it's still that picture is engraved in my head and bothers me. All right, here we go. Here we go. Was it Jay that called Rising today? Was it Jay? Let me get grounded here. Was it Jay that called Rising today? 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 There we go. Get a little momentum going here. Was it Jay that called Rising today? Girl, I'm getting a yes. Why do you think it's not him? Yeah, I've got a yes. What makes you think it's not him? That is a dream. $6 for beer and free rings. Well, I got a yes. No, okay. Why am I getting a yes? You don't think it's him? I got it. I don't know. I'm getting a yes. So give me details. Because I had 2 different calls, but both were silent. Um, 2 different calls. Was it from the same number? Boy, this guy. It sounds just like what he usually does. Doesn't say a damn thing. It was different numbers. Yeah, but still, that's just weird. Okay, on the same day, you get 2 calls from 2 different numbers, both silence. I don't think it's a coincidence. I guess I didn't want to keep my hopes up, and I kind of doubt it, Yeah. Not one damn word. What the hell? At one point, I was like, come on, say something. Then he hung up. And how does a person get so many different numbers? Is there like an app that you can get that does that or something? I mean, I'm a little behind times, I guess. I mean, seriously, can you get an app that like changes your phone number or something? I don't get it. I'm gonna get a Lenormand. Okay, yeah, let's look into it. I don't know what the hell. This guy. Insanity. Let me get this. Okay. Nowadays, you can do anything with phone number. Yeah, I guess so. I guess I have no desire to, deceive people. So I guess that's why I don't know anything about it. It's free. Yeah. Since he rejected his ex-girlfriend sex-wise yesterday. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, what is your question, my dear? You said you want Lenormand, right? Yeah. Yes, I did get the PayPal. Thank you. You can go ahead and post your question whenever you are ready. Let me open this up a bit. Why did he call you? Okay. Good question. Spirit, why did Jay call Rising today? 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 Why did Jay Here we have the mice, the dog, the bouquet, the scythe, the snake, the anchor, and the stars. It's like he's trying to reach out to you, like for some kind of hoping for friendliness in return. It's very unexpected, right? With the bouquet and the scythe. He does, like you guys had some kind of break here. And it's like he feels cut off. I mean, to be cut off by a friend. But he's hoping for some kind of friendliness from you. He had a sudden craving as well. It's just like, it's like he just had a craving to call you. I do get something about false friendliness though. So a false friend. I am getting dwindling support. It's like he wants approval from you, or he's devoted to you. What the heck? There's something about damaging your career. I don't know what that's about exactly. I have it here twice. When I answered, I kept saying, "Oh, I was getting so frustrated." So it was like, just say something. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I would be frustrated too. It's like, dude, answer. Like, say something. What do you want? He does feel like that things are going stale, that there's something. He has this feeling that there's something wrong with the direction that things are headed. Then he hung up. So he just had a craving to contact you, basically. He just really feels like there's something wrong with the direction that things are headed here. And so he wanted friendliness. Yeah, he wanted friendliness. I don't know how else to put it. He wanted you to be. It's like he really wants to have contact with you. But so strange. I don't know if he freaked out or what. He was sudden craving, wanting your friendliness, hoping that you'd be friendly in return. Now that things have, he does feel some kind of deep connection here, But, and then since things kind of got ended, or it shows up as a breakup, but maybe it's because my focus shifted lately since this pizza guy showed up. Yeah, could be. But I'm just saying, to be cut off by a friend, so like, just really doesn't. He wants to like discontinue something old in hopes of gaining something new. He probably freaked out. He's always freaking out. Yeah, I think he did freak out. But he really wanted you to just be friendly. So okay. All right. Let me look at that. It's like he's in this constant state of like lacking, a constant state of lack. He's like trying to hold on to something that's dwindling. Okay. The sneakiness is hard to get rid of. It tends to stick. Okay. All right. What is your pendulum question? I did receive your donation. Thank you. Okay, what's your question? Yeah. Hey, Fleur. Hello. Yeah, I can look into that, honey, with the snoop fee. That would require a snoop fee on that one. I'm gonna try to pay better attention to my snoop questions. That's what I'm calling them, snoop questions. I actually got that word from Hia. I noticed she has something that says something about snoop. It's like, I like that. So yeah, that one's gonna be an extra $5, hon. Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right. Let me. Okay, I did get your Snoop fee. I think I did. Yeah. Is she still there, or? Well, you don't have to tell me. I'm just curious, though. Okay, there it came through. Okay. All right. So, did Jay mention to his girlfriend about another female yesterday? Okay. Did Jay mention to his ex-girlfriend about another female yesterday? Did Jay mention to his ex-girlfriend about another female yesterday? Did Jay mention to his ex-girlfriend about another female yesterday? Did Jay mention to his ex-girlfriend about another female yesterday? She left yesterday during the day. Oh. Probably because he kept telling her no. Did Jay mention to his ex-girlfriend about another female yesterday? Yes, I am getting a yes. It's small. Okay, there it goes. Yes. He said something about another female. Wow. Yep. Interesting. I got a yes on that, Rising. Riffit, if you'd like to donate for a reading, my information is in the description on everything I offer and how to. Same thing with Sweetha. If you guys want to donate for a reading, feel free, but this is donation only channel. I occasionally do free readings, but it is not on the daily. Yeah, maybe that's why she left. Could very well be. One more Lenormand. Okay. Okay. You looking for? Oh, okay. You must be one of Snoopity Snoop. Snoopity Snoop. Yeah. Okay. What would you like me to look into? Those of you throwing up questions, if you want your question answered, I will need a donation. No free. No free. Let me know what you'd like me to look into, Rising. I know it's Snoop thing. Can I know what happened here when he mentioned another girl to his ex-girlfriend? Absolutely. So, like, what was her reaction? Okay. Okay, what was the ex-girlfriend's reaction when Jay mentioned another girl to her? What was the ex-girlfriend's reaction when Jay mentioned another girl to her? What was the ex-girlfriend's reaction when Jay mentioned another girl to her? Okay. Okay, we have the anchor, the lady, the bouquet, the snake, the dog, okay, the fish, and the garden. What was her reaction? Well, interesting. She still was trying to flatter and flirt with him. Okay. Oh my gosh, that wind. What was her reaction? To value loyalty. I don't know. What the hell? Okay, I think she gave him something. Like, still trying to manipulate him. Gave him gifts or gave him money and then flattered him. Kept flattering him, like bribing him. Still trying to be friendly out of calculation. Still trying to she just kept flattering him, and I think she may have given him a gift. Very generous, but there's a tons of flattering here. A job in the public. What? I just keep getting flatter and flirt and has her own agenda. And I think there was gifts exchanged or money exchanged, something like that. So I'm not really getting her running out. It's like she still was craving attention, admiration. She was still flattering. She was still like trying to make herself look good. She still was like having this friendly face on the outside, but she did not really feel good inside. And I think she wanted to be pretty. I think she just tried to I don't know, she was putting on makeup or like she really was flattering. Like she kept trying to make herself look good. And giving him stuff. Yeah, I'm really not getting that she ran off. She's still trying to manipulate, still trying to flirt, giving him gifts. That sounds like her. Oh. She's kind of like a she shows up here as politician. That's weird. But like politicians kind of are that way, right? They put on this fake front, you know? Hi Erica. And then, yeah, I just keep getting a manipulative friend. She just is trying to do whatever she can. Manipulative friend, a friend with her own agenda. Yeah, she's trying to do anything she can to flirt and flatter, give him gifts, everything to try to win this guy's affection, I guess. Yeah. So that's what I have, Rising. Interesting, huh? Maybe she's doing that validation for herself. Yeah, I guess so. She's letting him know her desires and stuff, but very much flirting, flattering. Yeah. Probably dressing up and I don't know. Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. Sounds desperate. Yeah, she does. She does. 222. Crazy. That's sad though. I mean, she needs to like move along, right? I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Yeah, it is sad. Sorry, I had to run out real quick. Okay. Let me... Boop, boop, boop. Get my info back up on the screen. If you are interested in a reading, please let me know. Let's see here. Boop, 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 boop. Dun, dun, dun. I'm still here if you're looking for a reading. Oh, that was me. Ba, ba, ba. Hey there, Lynn. What's up, girl? How are you? So far, so good. I'm like trying to decide if I want to go to the place where I normally go. It's called CJ's. Or not. Wait for your taxes to be processed. Yay! Oh, she's trying to say. Yeah, there's this bunch of perverts over there, I swear to God. I've been barking orders at my dad. Oh, good, good. Now he's all submissive. Now, would you say your dad is a narcissist? Yeah, oh my God, these assholes yesterday. I don't know. I feel like I was abused. Like sexually abused. I mean, I don't mean they physically harmed me, but they showed me this picture. They wanted to show me this picture. They said it was the eclipse. No, but toxic in his communication style. Oh. Passive aggressive. Yeah, that's what I used to think my ex was before I found out he was actually a narcissist. Because I remember getting books about passive aggressive men, and trying to like study and try to figure him out. Of course, I later realized that, I mean, yeah, he's probably passive aggressive, but he's also very narcissistic. I was talking to a psychologist about narcissism and asking questions. I mean, I bought that passive aggressive book. Shit. We were married at the time, so that was a long time ago. Thinking this guy was passive aggressive. No, he just evil, Amanda. He just evil. Figured it out later, but she says it's not good to diagnose with the help of a mental health professional. She says it's getting out of hand. It's not. Oh, I was gonna say what? Well, I diagnose with spirit. If spirit shows me the devil and the emperor, I know. That's why I'm not real quick to. I can tell when I'm reading for people, like, okay, this person sounds like they have narcissistic tendencies, but I try not to really say that unless those cards show up. You know what I mean? But yeah, I get so pissed off. I've got friends that, well, one of my friends, like her ex-husband, I mean, he's an alcoholic. Okay? And she calls him a narcissist all the time. And I mean, I don't say anything because I didn't live with the man, so maybe I shouldn't make judgment calls, but not all alcoholics are narcissists. But they have an addiction problem. Like my ex-husband, he did not have to be drinking to be abusive. Because I remember people used to be like, oh, he probably just gets that way when he's drinking. I'm like, no, he is a natural psycho. Like, he doesn't need any substances. So I agree that word is being thrown around a lot more. It really makes me angry because narcissism, if you've ever been abused by a narcissist, it's almost like devaluing it, like to call all these people narcissists that may just be, say, an addict, or they're just a selfish individual. Narcissists want to destroy you, and they work hard to destroy you. So there is a difference, I would definitely say. It did fall in line with what Dr. Romani stated in her book to actually get diagnosed with a mental health professional. Yeah, the thing about it is people don't go, and a true narcissist is not going to go get diagnosed. Well, I shouldn't say that. There are some self-aware narcissists that have YouTube channels. But yeah, I have another friend who, is constantly saying that her boyfriend, who she's been with for many, many years, is a narcissist, and I'm kind about it, but I want to say, honey, if he was a true narcissist, you would not be with him because you would be so miserable. But yeah, I see that a lot, actually. But that's not really who I'm here to help. I'm here to help those that don't see it, that they're with a narcissist, right? They just can't figure out what the hell's wrong. Yeah, it is. It's getting out of hand. It's like, oh, well, you don't like your ex. Well, they're, and then they start calling them narcissists because they don't like them. But, they're... And I hate it, actually, because, there are people that have seriously suffered narcissistic abuse and that have been through hell and back. People have, are destroying their lives. And, it's a true narcissist when they never stop. Like they never ever stop. It's just they always are trying to harm you or hurt you in some way, shape, or form. Even if you break up with them, hell, you can move across the country. These people are still at it, right? But they have to come to that. Yeah, I know. I don't argue anymore because I think, well, no, Amanda, you didn't live in the house with the person, you know. You didn't live in the house with the person, so my dad's side of the family was toxic but not narcissistic. They do have negative traits. Yeah, I mean, we all have negative traits, you know. That there is a major difference between somebody who wants to destroy you, you know, and will take any means necessary to do that, than somebody who's says mean things, you know. Your true narcissists are actually nice to your face, but behind your back are, well, destroying your life. They have no remorse, no empathy. They don't give a shit. I'm on a roll today. They don't have. I had a reading done this morning. I think it's why I'm so wound up about it. Right, and Dr. Ramani always suggests getting counseling if we've been in narcissistic relationships. Absolutely. I was in counseling for, oh my God, 5 years or something. But I didn't go because of him. I went because my dad was dying. And it was just a lot to deal with. No, what did it say more nonsense? Oh, no, it was just, well, I went in, I was asking for a message from Spirit. You know, I wasn't specifically asking about this jackass. I was just asking for a message from Spirit. And it said, it started talking about him and how, actually, message, I do remember her saying that he no longer has control over my daughter, but yeah, I didn't go asking about him, but I asked for a message from Spirit. But it was like saying that he doesn't have control over my daughter anymore, but he still feels like he has control over me. And I'm like, what the hell? Why would he think that? He still thinks he has control over me as long as he doesn't like admit to me and tell me the truth, like that he cheated on me and all that kind of stuff. And so the reason that he was did all that with my daughter to deflect, to make me be sad about my daughter instead of focus on the fact that he cheated on me. Like, it kind of makes sense. Like, oh, he was trying to make me be, my focus be on my daughter, and so sad about my daughter that I don't even focus on the fact that he cheated on me. I guess so I'm not telling people. I have no idea. You never know with these people and their sick minds. So that's so funny. 5 of Swords popped out. Yep, the mind games of the woman. Me, there's me. But anyways, yeah. So of course my next question was, why does he want me to be sad? And it was it was because he's sad. And all about how he wants me to think that I caused him to be a bad person or whatever. So, yeah. I mean, I believe the reading. I was just thinking misery loves company. Yeah. So I knew he was lying. So I remember some friends of mine tell me they ran into him and they were telling him how happy I was and stuff. And that he was like, I'm so glad she's happy, that he told them that. I'm like, and they acted like they really believed him. Oh, Amanda, I think he was very sincere. I mean, he was saying that he really wants you to be happy. I knew that was bullshit. He wants them to think that he wants me to be happy, but he does not want me to be happy. He wants me to be miserable. I mean, he's not going to get what he wants, but so yeah, I remember my friends telling me that. Oh, Amanda, he just seems like he just really wants you to be happy, and I was like, come on. He wants you to be happy with him. Oh, yeah, right, exactly. Which that will never happen. He's the reason why. I mean, he was the reason for my unhappiness. I didn't know it at the time, but now that I'm away from it, it's like, man, he was the one causing me my anxiety, everything in my life. He was causing it. It was him. It was always him. And to think all that time I was, it's just stupid, yeah. Isn't that so? It is strange. But yeah, even my friends, I actually think it was my cousin, like they sincerely believed him. Oh, he seemed so sincere. Oh, I'm sure he did. But there is no way in hell that man is happy that I'm happy. I mean, that's been so long ago, but I still remember it. Like, oh, is that what he said, huh? Because they were talking about how happy I was with my new boyfriend or whatever. They were telling him that. And that he was coming back to, I'm really happy to hear she's happy, It was all bullshit. All bullshit. I just don't trust anybody. Especially after what happened yesterday with those guys. They were like, Amanda, come see this picture of this eclipse. And I was like, I got up and walked over there, and as I was walking over there, I was like, these assholes. I said, this better not be something nasty, you guys. And they were like, no. And sure enough, it was something very disgusting. Oh, the guys at the bar. Just some guy. I've just known him for years. I mean, they ain't nothing special. Just they're not really anybody I go to see. I go to see my friend Lenny, but they were there. Yeah. And so Jim, my friend, he was the one with the phone. I know I'm calling him my friend, but they're really not my friend. Yeah. And then I think because he's the one who has the phone, I trust him. And I even asked him, I'm like, is this something nasty, or this better not be something nasty? Because I knew right away that that's what it was. And sure as shit, I mean, I feel abused. It was I feel abused by it. See, they sit there and bought me drinks. And I told my friend Lenny later, I said, you know what? These free drinks was not worth this abuse. Like, Such perverts. Yeah. So this got started. This happened yesterday. Yeah, I know it's gross. I think it was abusive. And this one guy, I had on my shirt, empowered women, empower women. He's like, the same guy that showed me the picture. He's like, what's your shirt saying? I read it to him. He goes, oh, are you a feminist? I said, yes. And hey, and he goes, I said, well, I help women get out of unhealthy relationships. And he goes, maybe you need to talk to my wife. I said, I'm starting to think I do need to talk to your wife. Oh my goodness, yeah, walk away from those guys and avoid them. Yeah. What's up, Nina? Nina. We're just talking about disgusting, perverted men. Okay, let's change the subject. How to change your account. Oh, okay, no problem. You don't like to be on your tarot account? Wait for my son to get out of the after school club. Okay. Well, hello, Nina. Yeah, these people. It's just a respectful thing I do. Oh, you don't bother me. I mean, yeah, I don't have a problem with it. I mean, I have seen people, not in my channel, but I have seen people go into other channels and be like, under their name being like, hey, come to my live. I got my, sexy Saturday live coming up or whatever bullshit it is. And that's not cool. But nobody's done that to me, but I've seen people do that to other channels, like come into their channel, like advertising themselves or whatever. I'm starting to learn not to really, if I get a reading from a reader, to go in under a different account, not Tarot Chick account, because I think they treat you different if they think you're a reader. If they know you're a reader, they treat you different. I feel like sometimes. Not everybody by no means, but so. Here he comes. What? Thank you. Oh, your boy. Okay. Bye, Nina, hon. Thanks for stopping in, sweetheart. It's a reader I came across. I will never get a reading from her again. She was rude. Uh-oh. She's on YouTube. I honestly have only had one bad reading. She's very strict about how you word your question and put your sign. Oh, I think I might have. I think I might have been on that person's channel. Just it's like you're almost scared to get a reading. You're scared you're gonna get your ass chewed. It's just like being in school, you know, with a mean teacher. You're so scared to ask a question. Yeah. I think I know who you're talking about actually. Then you have the readers that are like saying, I can't answer your question without, I gotta know your sign, I gotta know your date of birth, I gotta know your real name. And then I've seen actually this one, I remember the client said it didn't resonate, and they're like, oh, that's because you didn't give me your real name. It's like, now what? But that's bullshit. So I don't need any of that stuff. I don't. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's people that do. I don't. All I need is something to set the intention. That's it. I don't need to know. I don't even think I would need to know your name. I mean, well, I guess I need to know your username or something. I have to have somebody to. That's kind of why I can't really read collectively, I don't feel, because I don't have anyone to set the intention for. And it feels weird for me to set the intention for all the Leos or whatever. I looked at her menu of services. I won't return, definitely. Yeah, you really don't need any, you know. Then I got, you know, even with my private readings, I got people, they want to tell me all this stuff. And I try to tell them, like, I really don't need to know all those things, but if it makes them feel better to tell me, just go ahead and tell me, you know. I mean, I think a legit reader doesn't need anything. Except for you need to know, you know, who your client is to focus on. But other than that, there's nothing you need. I don't care what your sign is. I mean, people want to tell me, and that's okay. But I don't need it. It's fraudulent to suggest otherwise. I think so too. It's like, really? Why do we... I get a lot of the date of birth. People want to give me their date of birth or whatever, which is fine. But it means nothing to me. So I feel you. But yeah, I ran across somebody here recently. Yeah, it was like, it was almost scary to be in their life because of all the stuff that you had to word it exactly properly, and it had to be in a certain order, and like, it's like, geez. Like, man, I've never treated people like that. I mean, I may try to reword the question, but I'm not doing that. I'm doing that in order to get the best answer, you know, get the answer you want. And because I have experience, I know how to, you know, word the question, but certainly not gonna get on to somebody because they're not wording the question properly, you know. Yeah, text me who it is. I can't even think of this person's name that I'm thinking of. was just in there not too long ago. I think I actually got a reading, which I was satisfied with the reading. Now, that's not the name that, is that the name they go by though? Whoops. Hold on, let me do some Googling here. Or not Googling, but YouTubing. Oh, shit. Yes, 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 yes. I know who that is. Yeah. And mean as hell. I'm like, good Lord. I mean, I really can understand how readers can be mean because, you know, as you've done this yourself, Lynn, it's people can piss you off because they're very entitled acting, so forth like that. But so you have to have your boundaries, right? But that doesn't mean you gotta be mean to people. You just stick to your boundaries. But yeah, that was the one that I seen who said that the reading wasn't accurate because she didn't know the person's real first name. Like, like what? That is a crock of shit. The boundaries do not equate to being mean and condescending. Exactly. But yeah, when I seen that about the client, you know, just said, you know, well, that doesn't resonate with me or something to that effect. Well, the reason it doesn't resonate is because you didn't give me their first full name or whatever. I'm like, what the hell? Like putting it on the client on the rate for why it didn't resonate. Like really strange. If somebody tells me it doesn't resonate, you know, I'll just say, you know, maybe in the future this will make sense, you know, because that could very well be true. That maybe in the future it makes sense, but reading can be draining, but I never felt inspired to be mean and condescending to anyone that came to my channel. Yeah, even in person. Yeah. No. I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, there's people that come and get readings from me that, you know, I may not agree with what they're doing, but I just try to look at it like, you know, it's not really my place to make those judgment calls. I had a gal that, you know, she's cheating with, she's married and he's married and they're cheating. Like, this guy works for her. You know, it's very like, not a good situation, you know, and yeah, I could sit there and be mean, like, about it or you know, but like, no, because even though I disagree with it, it's not my life, right? And I don't know all the ins and outs and all that kind of stuff, you know. So I'm just trying to think of any time I would be mean. I wouldn't be mean then because, well, it's just people aren't coming to you. They're coming to you for help. They're not coming to you, you know, to be judged and, you know, all that loveliness. So had third-party people come to my channel, but I delivered the messages of why that's working against them. It just came through. Yeah. And they understood. Yeah, I don't really like, the whole, well, he's married, and is he gonna leave their wife, or whatever case may be. Like, change perspective. Good. That must have been what they needed to hear, So there's a married woman I read for. It didn't come through that she was married. Yeah. Usually people will say he's married or I'm married. They just come out and say it, Yeah. That's another reason why, one of the reasons why I add a snoop feed too, is stuff like that. Like, I don't like people, the third party coming in here wanting to know is he going to leave his wife for me, or whatever. It's like, oh, she's. Took a couple times reading before she told me. Oh, I see. I get this automatic boundary and people try to stoop. Yeah. I started out that I wouldn't do those kind of readings, and then I overstepped the boundary once for someone. I think I was thinking something different though, but I went ahead and overstepped the boundary, and now I'm in this place where I've already done it. And then I feel bad if I'm going to do it for someone and not do it for someone else. That's all on me though. My aunt tried to on her husband. Cards won't answer her question. Oh, really? Yeah, that's what happened with me. I originally have no third parties. I don't do third party questions. And I did it for somebody. But I was thinking, I don't know what I was thinking something different. But then once I did it, I didn't want to deny it to other people. Now I've added extra charge. I don't know. I still don't feel good about it. Think it comes through in the cards and share, but the cards don't answer. I leave it there. That's kind of how I am with my health questions. I won't allow you to ask about health, but if it comes through, I'll tell you. So, Lynn, what do you think? Do you think do you feel like my ex no longer has control over my daughter? Here I am asking for just off the top of your head. That's your experience too. Yeah. Yep. I figure if it comes out, I meant to say it, the message is supposed to come out. But yeah, do you think that, sorry, I'm changing subject. Do you think he's no longer controls do you have your cards? I'm so annoying. Yeah. Well, I think it started off with these pictures guys showed me yesterday. Started thinking about me being abused, and like now I'm like, it's back in my mind. Like flashbacks. You do have your cards? Yay! It is so windy out there. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It is Mercury retrograde too. Lily has her stuck in her emotions about y'all's relationship. Like, when you say y'all, you mean his and I's relationship, or me and my daughter's relationship? Him and I? There's no telling what he's told her. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, he doesn't even tell himself the truth. He's guarded. I see. His whole life experiences that keep him like that. God. it just weird that, like, my daughter does not want me to tell her anything about her dad, but yet he gets to tell her lies about me, and it's okay. He wants to be happy, but to get there, he has to be honest. And he does properly. That means being honest. Hey, Dion! Yeah, I don't even think he's got a girlfriend, or I don't know if it's a girlfriend. I don't know really. I mean, honestly, when I read, because trust me, I do my third-party snooping too. It says that he's using her for sex. That's what I get. You know, I don't think they're really in a true relationship. But, you know, he's doing the exact same thing with her as he did with me. I mean, he hasn't changed. Because I go in and look. Because sometimes, you know, when you're told so many years that it's your fault on this way, it's your fault. You know, I wouldn't hit another woman. I hit you because you won't shut up, or, you know. So that kind of stuff sticks with your head. So I have looked into him and his new woman or whatever. He's the exact same way with her too. Uses her for sex, won't commit. He's stuck in unhealthy attitudes and patterns of behavior. He has to do things different, have a different perspective. Yeah, he doesn't trust women at all. I think it's because of his mother, honestly. If I grew up with that woman as my mother too, I'd probably be messed up as well. He has to decide to do different if he wants to be happy. Yeah, he's probably never going to be happy. He just wants other people to be miserable right along with him. I'm hoping this chick will I don't know. Like, I get that what I got was that she's trying to move in with him, but he keeps delaying. Like, and I did get something about they've stopped having sex. Talk about snooping. So I don't know. Which that freaks me out because, oh my God, I don't want him back at my doorstep. Like, come on, you were such good supply for him, honey. Keep supplying him so he don't come back my way. Interesting, the Three of Pentacles and the Page of Cups flew out. He emotionally invests very little. Oh, yeah. Now, I feel like, I mean, unless he was probably lying, but, you know, with me, I felt like we had an emotional connection, but of course, you know, I was also being lied to and manipulated and all that, so I could be full of shit, but maybe it was just coming from my side. In his mind, that works for him, even though it doesn't truly. Yeah. I believe you, though, because one of his friends, I remember telling him, like, man, you can't put your emotions in a box and put them up on a shelf. Like, I remember his friend telling him that. So he does try to, like, box up his emotions or whatever. Oh, but he can cry on a dime, though, when he's trying to manipulate. So he has emotion. I mean, he can make himself cry. I've seen him do it. Oh, poor pitiful me. I I ought to be able to get by with all this stuff and you not care. Anyways, thanks, Lynn. Why can't I just keep manipulating you? I just want to keep controlling you. The sad life of a covert narcissist. I tell you, that wind is insane outside. Guys, I think I'm going to throw up my last call for donations. I've been on here a couple hours. Going on a couple hours. I probably will come back this evening, though. More than likely. My mom was bothering me. Oh, you're fine. I was just saying thanks, Lynn. So silly. I don't know why my daughter why she cares so much about our relationship. You know, I don't know why my daughter would care about me and her dad's relationship. Because his mom keeps telling me, Ella doesn't care about your guys' relationship. She doesn't care. That's what his mom keeps telling me. The parental relationship sets the foundation of our relationship as adults. Yeah, but I got his mother, his toxic mother, telling me that. Ella doesn't care. That's how she puts it. She doesn't care. And I think, look, what just popped out of my deck. But she's telling me that but she means it from the standpoint of what I have to say. She doesn't care what I have to say about our relationship. She cares. Apparently she cares what he has to say, but not what I have to say. And I don't understand that. But I've had another gal tell me it's because I'm out of sight, out of mind. You know, I'm not in her. She doesn't have any contact with me. She doesn't see me. So she only can feel him, touch him. He is in her reality. I'm not. You know what I mean? So she cares what he has to say, but not what I have to say. And that hurts. Because she'll be like, well, she loves her dad. It's like, well, can she not love me? Not always, but most times. It sets the tone for what we most likely choose. Oh, she'll end up with a narcissist. I know she will. That'll probably be the time when she comes back to me. When she herself, lives the life that I've been through. That's how my oldest daughter, what happened with her. Now she's like, gosh, look what my mom went through all that time, you know? I feel like my daughter, my youngest one, will probably do the same. But then she'll know, you know, but it's going to take her living it to get it. Hope it doesn't take that long, but that's with everything in life. And until you've experienced it, you really don't understand. You really don't get it, you know? I can't imagine what he could have told her, you know? Because he was the cheater. He was the one who hit me every 3 days for 15 years. I divorced him twice. He still wouldn't leave me alone. My oldest daughter can attest to that. He'd come out here, he'd bang on my door for hours and hours and hours. He'd call like 30, 40 times in a row. Like, he wouldn't leave me alone. And this went on for another 10 years. Even after I divorced him, he wouldn't leave me alone. But because I had a child with him, I still had to deal with him. Ugh. And then he ended up tossing me aside because he found new supply. But then that new supply, I don't know, maybe like, it might have been 3 weeks. She didn't want him no more. He came crawling back to me. And it was just like, God. It was horrible. So I can't even imagine what he must be telling her that I did. Like, really? What could I have done? I mean, unless he's convinced her I cheated on your mom because she was such a nag, or I don't know what he could. I don't know. I honestly don't know. When I read the Lenormand, I get that it's about money. It's a money thing. He convinced her that I'm greedy and I just want money and something like that. But I have had a reader tell me that he does blame me. Yeah, tell me what you get. His way of showing love is through conflict. God, he's so messed up. I have a one side of cups. Well, he must have loved me a hell of a lot. I'm sorry. I have to laugh. Conflict and being sweet. Conflict and being sweet. Yeah, that's what he did. That's what he'd do every 3 days. Every 3 days. He'd abuse me. And then, oh, sorry, Dan. We're sorry about all this. This is all this blah, 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 blah. See you later, hon. Get your laundry done. I'm exhausted for you. Yeah, that's what he'd do every 3 days. Now, that was the first 15 years. Now, I divorced him. So the last 10, I lived by myself, and he had his own home. But he still was in my in my business always. Is constantly constant God, I couldn't stand him, Lynn. I couldn't freaking stand him. He's addicted to the honeymoon phase. And supposedly that last 10 years he was making up for all that 15 years, but he ended up, like I said, he started messing around with some gal at work or whatever and started cheating on me with some gal at work and then dumped me for her and then came crawling back like 3 weeks later and then screwed around with me for another year, I think. So finally I was like, look, you either commit to me or be on your way. And he chose to be on his way. And that's where we are today. Which I'm so thankful. God, I'm so thankful. Well, they say rejection is God's protection, and I believe it. He rejected me, but can you imagine if he hadn't rejected me? I'd still be going through this hell. I had my daughter in my life, at least. So this gal he's with now, they've been this I want to say like 3 years now, maybe. He's been doing the same thing with her. They're not even a couple. He waits for others to show him they're worth it, rather than be a mature man and decide to have a high degree of honesty and integrity. And Lynn, he is not that great. I mean, he's not that good looking. He's skinny. He's not that great at anything, really. He's looks like a squirrel. He's not. Yeah, I don't know. He's just really not that great of a person. I mean, he's not. I mean, it's not like he's, got a nice body or, he's real skinny, like just real slinky looking, like a snake. So I'm not sure how he gets these women. I know how he lies. I mean, that's how he got me. Lies and bullshit. You're the best thing I've ever found. It's not about physicality, it's the dynamic. I mean, seriously, if you could see this guy, I mean, he is nothing to like. I mean, sometimes I look back and I'm like, why was I so upset about this guy? Like, I mean, I can do so much better. People used to tell me that. I'll never forget. Like, years ago, I remember people being like, why are you, I mean, you could do so much better than him. Like, why are you with him? People tell me that all the time. It's the energy, how they play off one another, him and others. Yeah. He's lying to him. And this gal he has right now, I guess he used to date her in high school. And I remember him telling me that he cheated on her in high school. Same gal he's with now. I'm like, that was such a red flag. If a man tells you they cheated on their girlfriend, they're probably going to cheat on you. Because I remember him telling me, oh man, I cheated on her in high school. I felt so guilty. I remember him saying that. I felt so bad about it. I think now that was probably a lie. He has to experience deep pain. I don't know how he would. I don't think he cares about anyone enough to experience deep pain. I don't know that he ever would experience deep pain because there's nobody that he cares about enough. That he truly, has real feelings for, even his own children. So he probably never will experience deep pain. But I just don't see how he would, because he doesn't. There's nobody he cares about enough. There's nothing besides himself. Maybe if his penis got cut off, then he'd care. But okay, I gotta quit bashing this asshole. It has to hit him in the heart. Huh. He's never gonna love anybody. I don't even think he really knows what love is. I mean, he had my family, fooled everybody. Even my mom was like, man, he just loves you so. I'll never forget. Like, why did my mom think that? He had her so fooled. Like, one time there was this tornado. I was pregnant with Ella, my daughter, my youngest daughter. And I worked away, and there was a tornado. And I was driving on my way home, and I guess my mom, my parents were alive. My mom, my dad, my ex-husband, at the time I was married to him, they were all here at the house in the basement and stuff, and nobody could get a hold of me. And I was driving back. I was pregnant with Ella, and I remember my mom telling me later, like, your husband was so upset and so worried, Amanda, he just loves you so much. Like, can you believe that? He had my mother thinking that. I mean, he may have been upset, but I'm sure it wasn't about me. It was about how it was going to affect him, If his wife and child died, then he wouldn't have his supply anymore. But yeah, he even had my parents fooled. My mom telling me that. I'll never forget. He just loves you so much, Amanda. He was so worried about you. Like, bullshit. I mean, now I look back, like, I bet what he was worried about was that he'd have to find new supply. I was such a good supply for him. Asshole. He's emotionally immature. Oh my God, yes. My wife can't die. I'm going to have to find a new one. And one time that asshole told me that he had trying to tell me I might have told you this already, trying to tell me he had dementia or some shit. I guess when these guys did this to me yesterday, and because I fell for it, it's reminding me how I fell for all this shit, right? Oh, he said he went to a doctor. He said he went to a doctor, and a doctor told him that he better get straightened out. Now he claimed he went to a doctor. Oh my God, he was just trying to get me to have sex with him to feel sorry for him. Because he made me promise I would not tell his mom what the doctor said. Like, don't tell my mom. You can't tell my mom. He didn't want me to tell his mom because it was a lie. So, yeah, he had dementia. Like, he had the beginning stages of dementia, he was saying. And here's me, oh my gosh, you poor thing, blah, blah, blah. It was all bullshit. I laugh about it now because I'm just like, I cannot believe I was stupid enough to believe that crap. Dementia. What happened was his new supplies dumped him. Did he have a doctor's note or something? I don't think so. Don't they give you tests? Yeah, I don't think I don't remember, but it was all, obviously he doesn't have dementia. That's been several years ago. He claimed he went to a doctor, and the doctor was saying that he needed to get a hold of his stress and needed, I think it was just all excuses. MRI or something. Yeah, I would think they would give you tests. Yeah, it was all bullshit. He didn't. As far as I know, he did not have an MRI. But I could be wrong. I don't know. But that was one of the last times I ever spoke to him, so I don't really remember. I've got dementia. Don't tell my mom. I'm so messed up. Yeah, he said that. That was, I've read now in my Lenormand. It's because he was trying to use me for sex. So he was like, he showed up at my house, knocking on my door at like 1 a.m. Well, the new supply had dumped him or whatever. And so he was back to me. And yeah. Stress and conflict affect our bodies. Yeah, but the difference with his stress and conflict and everyone else's is he causes his own. He caused all his own shit. You know what I mean? If he's addicted to that, then eventually something comes out. Yeah, I don't know. All his, every bit of his stress and conflict was caused by himself. But he would get on to me like, it's always something with you. I'm like, my dad has cancer. It's always something. Like, my mom died. It's always something. Like my stress came from outside things that were happening. Not things I was doing. I didn't cause my dad to have cancer. I didn't cause my mom to get killed. I didn't have anything to do with that. I didn't cause those. Those are just things that happen in people's lives. But he would tell me like that's our problem because I cause all this shit. I'm like, how could I cause these problems? Like, but cheating on someone, that's something you caused, not me. Yeah. Yeah. He would, like, seriously, blame me because I was taking my dad to chemo 3 times a week. Well, my dad's dying. Like, what the hell is this? But he would be stressed and all upset because the woman that he was cheating with, I guess, was actually having sex with 2 other guys at work. So, that was causing him all this stress. It's like, well, you did that, not me. And yeah, I just thought, the more I talk about it, I'm so blessed to not be in it anymore. Jesus. If you weren't cheating with someone, you wouldn't be concerned about who all they're having sex with. I don't know. Sometimes I look back like, Amanda, you dumbass. Anyway, sorry, Lynn. Yeah. But for some reason, these narcissistic people, will make you think it's your fault. I remember telling my dad, crying to my dad, being like, Dad, he's dumped me because you have cancer. I remember telling my dad that. My dad was like, what do you mean? He can't handle it. He doesn't want to be there for me. He can't support me. He doesn't want to be there for me. So he's dumping me because you have cancer. And I remember telling my dad that. And my dad felt so bad. He drove over to his house. And I know my dad was telling him, that I'm all my dad has. And, I had my dad all upset. Because I really couldn't figure out why he was dumping me, because he wasn't telling me, except for I had too many problems. I was too much of a problem. I'm like, you mean because my dad? Because that's the only problem I could think of. Like, because my dad's sick? Well, come to find out, no, it's because he was, cheating on me. But it took me years and lots of tarot readings to figure all that out. He still never admitted it, but I know it's true. Yeah, they don't like sick people. I know. And my poor dad, here's my poor dad, dying of cancer, drove over to his house because he felt so bad, and trying to explain to him that I was the only person he had. Yeah, true statement. That is horrible. But he never wanted to tell me that he was cheating on me because he wanted to keep the door open in case he needed to come back, which 3 weeks later he did come back. Saying he had dementia. So stupid. Yeah, he's very, very immature. Very emotionally immature, definitely. I just thought of something else that I almost forgot that he'd done. I can't remember now, but it was all around that time frame. Just really just ridiculous stuff. Because he just needed to just say, I cheated on you. I mean, I don't know why he just didn't say it. Why he just didn't tell me. I found a woman at work that I'm interested in, and, but instead it was all this other bullshit about all these things that were wrong with me. I have too many problems in my life. Like my brother's an alcoholic, my little brother's schizophrenic. Now, none of those things I caused, though. Yeah, he was created. I think from his mother. So, man, I feel like I need a drink after all this bitching. It's just an excuse. Yeah, I know. And then he's like, you'll never change. It's like, you'll never change. Like, and now I look back now, like, oh, what he meant to say was he'll never change. It helps to talk about it. Yeah, but it's been so long. It's like, I don't really want to keep talking about it. I think it just, like what I said, what happened yesterday brought up memories because he used to send me stupid pictures like that and stuff. Yeah, the projection, yeah. My poor dad, I just feel bad for my poor dad. Here, my dad, can barely walk, but he got in his car and drove over there to that man to try to explain why he needed me to help him. Because here I am blaming my dad. Daddy dumped me because I'm taking care of you. So sad. I just hope I just hope my girls can stay away from people like that. I know it's sad. And then my dad died shortly thereafter. Oh, this is a funny story. This is kind of funny, Lynn. And it just dawned on me just a few weeks ago what had actually happened. So when my dad passed away, he had a home. It's a 4-bedroom home. That my oldest brother was in prison, and my little brother, he's mentally ill. So I really didn't have anyone. I did it all on my own. Cleaned out that house, sold that house. I mean, I did everything on my own. Well, I asked my ex-husband at that time if he would help me with the garage, clean out the garage, and my dad's truck was in there. This was after my dad had passed away. And he came over there and he did help me, but he wasn't very pleasant, but he did help put tools in the back of the truck. And then he drove the truck over to my house in the garage. And when he come out of the garage, I guess there was a bunch of bees or wasps in that truck and had stung him all over his body. I bet you that was my dad stinging him. Anyways, he got stung all over his body that day. Because I remember, and I look back now, like, that is so funny. But you know what he did? He took pictures of himself and put it out on Facebook, like trying to get sympathy because he got stung by wasps. But now I'm thinking, that was probably my dad's spirit giving him what he deserved. It dawned on me the other day. I was like, oh my gosh, I never thought of it that way. It was my dad, yeah, like he got what he deserved. Too bad he wasn't allergic. Or just spirit, exactly. because he was mean to me that whole day, really mean to me that whole time. But I didn't have anyone to help me, and stuff was heavy. I said my brother was in prison. You know, I didn't have anybody to help me. But anyways, I did everything else by myself. And so my brother got out of prison, and then he ended up, my brother moved some things, but yeah, it was just a really bad time in my life. But yeah, spirit stung the shit out of him. So I have to feed my dog. Well, I got to get off of here anyways. I've had my last call for donations up all this time. So, but I'll probably be back later. Okay? You have a good one, hon. Get your little dog fed, okay? Thanks for listening to all my bullshit.